Oh, hey, you're you're back early. I thought you had that thing tonight, that study group or whatever. What? No, I'm not doing anything weird. I'm just sitting here on the couch in our living room where I live because I pay rent here. Why are you looking at me like that? What do you mean, why am I blushing? I'm not blushing. It's just warm in here. Did you mess with the thermostat again? And I wasn't staring at you just now. I was looking past you at the wall. Yeah. Very interesting wall we have. Really compelling paint job. Okay, fine. Maybe I glanced in your direction for like a second. But that doesn't mean anything. People glance at things all the time. It's a normal human behavior. Don't make it weird. Why are you still standing there? Are you going to sit down, or are you just going to hover in the doorway all night looking smug? I do not have a look right now. This is just my face, my normal, regular, everyday face that I always have. You're imagining things. Just sit down, okay? You're making me nervous standing there like that. There, on the couch, next to me, like we always do. See? Normal. Completely normal roommate behavior. So, how was your day? What? I'm not allowed to ask about your day now? Since when? I always ask about your day. It's called being polite. It's called being a considerate roommate who cares about the general well-being of the people she lives with. Fine. I don't always ask about your day, but I'm asking now. So are you going to answer, or are you going to keep giving me that annoying, knowing look? You know what? Forget it. I don't even care. Your day was probably boring anyway. I'm kidding. I do care. Why are you looking at me like that? With that soft expression, like you're seeing right through me. It's unsettling. Stop it. Okay, you want to know the truth? Fine. Maybe I was looking at you just now when you walked in, but it's not a big deal. People look at people. It happens. You look at me sometimes too, you know. I've noticed. I notice things, okay? I'm observant. That's not weird. Like how you always tie your shoes twice because the first knot never holds, or how you hum under your breath when you're cooking, or how you do that thing where you run your hand through your hair when you're thinking about something serious. I notice things about you, that's all. Because we live together, obviously. That's the only reason. Stop looking at me like that. You're doing it again. That look. Like you know something I don't want you to know. What? What could you possibly think you know? That's not... I haven't been acting different lately. You're being ridiculous. I'm exactly the same as I've always been. Same person, same personality, same everything. Okay, name one thing that's supposedly different. Go ahead. I'll wait. I do not linger near you more than usual. I just happen to be in the same room as you sometimes. Because we share an apartment. It's kind of unavoidable. And I don't make excuses to talk to you. If I have something to say, I say it. That's called communication. That's called being an adult. And I definitely don't blush when you compliment me. That was one time, and it was hot in the kitchen, and you startled me. Why are you bringing up all these specific examples? Have you been keeping track? That's kind of weird, you know. Keeping track of every time I supposedly blush or linger or whatever you think I'm doing. What do you mean you've been noticing because you like seeing it? That doesn't make any sense. You like seeing me flustered? You like seeing me blushing? Well, stop it then. Stop saying things that make my face do things. God, listen to me. I sound like an idiot. This is your fault, you know. You're the one who keeps being so you. I don't know how to explain it. You've been different lately too. More, I don't know, present, attentive. Like last week when I mentioned I had a headache and you showed up 20 minutes later with tea and painkillers. Or how you always save me the last slice of pizza, even though I know it's your favorite too. Or how you've started saying goodnight to me specifically instead of just disappearing into your room. Little things, stupid things, things that probably don't mean anything. But they make me feel something, and I don't know what to do with that feeling. This is so frustrating. I've never been good at this kind of thing. Feelings are messy, complicated, inconvenient, especially when they involve someone you have to see every single day, someone you can't escape from even if you wanted to. Not that I want to escape from you. That came out wrong. I just mean, if this goes badly, if I say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, we still have to live together. We still have to share this space, and that's terrifying. Because what if you don't feel the same way? What if I'm reading everything wrong? What if all those little moments I've been replaying in my head over and over are just normal roommate stuff to you? What if I ruin everything by admitting that maybe, possibly, I've started to care about you in a way that's definitely not just roommate friendly? See, this is why I don't do this. This is why I keep everything locked down and under control. It's safer that way, easier. But you make it so hard to stay locked down. You look at me with those eyes, like I'm something precious, something worth paying attention to. And it makes all my carefully constructed walls start to crack. I hate it. I hate how you make me feel vulnerable, how you make me want things I told myself I didn't need. I hate how you've somehow become the best part of my day without me even realizing it was happening. How I started looking forward to coming home just because I know you'll be here. How I started making excuses to spend time in the living room instead of hiding in my bedroom like I used to. How I've been catching myself staring at you when I think you're not looking, memorizing the way you laugh, the way you concentrate on your work, the way you move through this space we share. And tonight, when you walked in, I was sitting here thinking about you, again, for probably the 100th time this week, thinking about what it would be like if we were more than just roommates, if I could be honest about these feelings instead of pretending they don't exist. And then you appeared in the doorway and caught me staring, and I panicked, because suddenly all those thoughts were written across my face and I couldn't hide them anymore. So yeah, you caught me. Congratulations. I was staring at you. I've been staring at you for weeks now, months probably, because apparently I'm completely hopeless when it comes to you. And now you're just sitting there, not saying anything, which is somehow worse than if you were laughing at me or telling me I'm being ridiculous. At least then I'd know what you're thinking. Say something, please. Even if it's just to tell me I'm being an idiot, at least that's familiar territory. Wait, what? You've been feeling the same way? Don't mess with me right now. This isn't funny. You're serious? You've been noticing me too? Thinking about me? Since when? 2 months? You've been feeling this way for 2 months and you didn't say anything? And you're calling me the one who's been obvious? We're both idiots, aren't we? Just dancing around each other, too scared to say anything. Wasting all this time when we could have been doing this. Sitting close, being honest, not pretending anymore. Can I tell you something? without you making fun of me or bringing it up later when you want to tease me. I've never felt this way about anyone before. This whole wanting to be near someone constantly, thinking about them all the time, caring about their opinion of me more than I probably should. It's new and scary, and I don't really know what I'm doing. But with you, I want to figure it out. I want to try, even though it terrifies me. Even though I'll probably mess up and say the wrong thing and revert back to being defensive when I get overwhelmed. Because underneath all that, underneath the walls and the tsundere act and the pretending I don't care, I care so much it actually hurts sometimes. And I'm tired of hiding it. I'm tired of pretending that coming home to you isn't the highlight of my day, that hearing your voice doesn't make my heart do stupid, fluttery things, that I don't lie awake at night in my room thinking about you just down the hall. So there, that's the truth. I like you. A lot. More than I know how to express without sounding completely pathetic. And if you want to do something about that, then I guess we should probably talk about what that means. Like, are we doing this? Are we actually going to try the whole dating thing? Even though we live together and that could make everything super complicated and awkward if it doesn't work out. You think it will work out? You sound so confident about that. I wish I had that kind of confidence. I'm over here catastrophizing every possible scenario where I mess this up somehow. But okay. If you're willing to take a chance on me, on us, then I guess I can try to be brave too. Even though being brave is really not my specialty. So what now? Do we shake hands and make it official? Do I have to change my relationship status on social media? Do we tell our friends? I'm kidding, kind of. I don't know the protocol here. I've never done this before. You want to just take it slow? See how it feels? That actually sounds perfect. No pressure, no big dramatic changes, just us figuring this out together. I can do that, I think. Probably. Maybe. Okay, I'm spiraling. You're going to have to be patient with me while I adjust to this whole being honest about my feelings thing. It goes against every instinct I have. But for you, I'll try. Can I ask you something else? Something that's been on my mind? What made you start seeing me differently? Like, when did you realize you had feelings? Was there a specific moment? Or did it just kind of gradually happen? The morning I made you coffee without you asking, 2 months ago, I remember that morning. You looked so tired and stressed about that work presentation. And I wanted to do something nice for you. I didn't think you'd even notice, honestly. But you looked at me like I just handed you the world. And then you smiled at me. That real, genuine smile you do when you're actually happy. And I got all flustered and pretended it was no big deal and practically ran back to my room. I didn't realize that's when it started for you. That something that simple could matter that much. You want to know when it started for me? It was a couple weeks before that. That night when I couldn't sleep and I came out to get water and you were up late working. You asked if I was okay. And not in that generic, polite way people ask. You actually meant it. You were genuinely concerned. And we ended up talking for like 2 hours about nothing important, just talking. And when I finally went back to bed, I couldn't stop thinking about how easy it was, how comfortable, how I didn't have to put up walls or act tough around you. I could just be. That's when I knew I was in trouble. And now here we are, finally admitting what we've both been feeling, finally taking that step. This is good, right? This feels right? Yeah, it does. Even though I'm terrified and have no idea what I'm doing and will probably revert to being defensive and prickly when I get nervous. You're okay with that? With the fact that I'm probably going to be a disaster of a girlfriend? That's what makes it fun? Oh, so you think my emotional unavailability is entertaining? I'm kidding. I know what you mean. You like that I'm not all sunshine and rainbows, that I have edges. Well, lucky for you, I have plenty of edges. But I promise I'll try to be less prickly, at least when it matters. So what do we do now? Just sit here? Together? Is this what dating feels like? Just existing in the same space, but now with the knowledge that we both want to be here? That actually sounds really nice. No pressure to perform or be interesting. Just being. Can I sit a little closer? Is that okay? Okay, here. There. That's nice. I can feel your warmth from here. Hear you breathing. It's calming somehow. Grounding. Like I can finally relax instead of being on guard all the time. You know what's funny? Now that we've admitted this, now that it's out in the open, I don't feel as scared anymore. I thought I would. Thought I'd be panicking and trying to take it all back. But instead, I just feel settled. Like something that was off balance has finally clicked into place. Can I lean against you? Just for a minute? I'm not usually this clingy, I promise. But right now, I just want to be close. Thank you. This is really nice. Your shoulder is comfortable. You should be proud. You've achieved peak shoulder comfort. There I go again, deflecting with humor when I'm feeling too much. Old habits. But I am feeling a lot right now. Good things. Overwhelming things. Like relief and happiness. And this warm, fuzzy feeling in my chest that I don't quite know what to do with. Is this what it's supposed to feel like? When you're with someone you really care about? This sense of peace mixed with excitement? This feeling like everything's simultaneously terrifying and perfect? Yeah, I think I could get used to this, even though it scares me, even though I'm not good at being vulnerable. With you, it feels safe. I trust you. I don't think I even realized how much until just now, but I do. I trust you with this, with me, with all the messy, complicated feelings I usually keep locked away. That's a big deal for me. In case that wasn't clear, I don't let people in easily. I don't open up. I don't do vulnerable. But here I am, leaning against you, telling you things I've never told anyone, being honest about how much you mean to me. You've really gotten under my skin, you know that? In the best possible way. I tried so hard to keep you at arm's length, to maintain that roommate distance, to not let myself care. Obviously, that didn't work. You just kept being you, being kind and patient and funny and infuriatingly observant, breaking down my defenses without even trying. And now look at me, complete mess, cuddling on the couch, probably going to cry if you say anything too nice right now. Don't test that theory. I'm serious. I'm hanging on to my composure by a thread here. So we're really doing this then, you and me, giving this a real shot. I want to. I really want to. Even though change is scary. Even though I have no idea how to be someone's girlfriend, especially someone I live with. Someone who's going to see all my worst moments and bad habits and grumpy morning personality. You already deal with all of that as my roommate? Fair point. So really nothing changes except now I'm allowed to hold your hand and steal your hoodies and demand goodnight kisses? I wasn't assuming. I was just listing theoretical girlfriend behaviors. But yeah, I would like those things, if you're offering. Hand-holding especially. I've been thinking about holding your hand for weeks now, wondering if your hand would feel warm in mine, if our fingers would fit together the way I imagine they would. God, listen to me. I really am a mess. A sappy, romantic, completely gone for you mess. Can I hold your hand now? Is that allowed? Are we at that stage already? Okay. Here. Oh, your hand is warm. And it does fit perfectly, just like I thought. This is, wow, such a simple thing. Just holding hands. But it feels significant somehow, like we're really doing this. Really taking that step from roommates to something more. I could get used to this. Having permission to touch you, to be close. Not having to find excuses or pretend it's accidental. Thank you for being patient with me, for not giving up when I was being difficult and defensive, for seeing through all my walls and caring about what you found underneath. Not everyone would do that. Most people see the prickly exterior and decide it's not worth the effort. But you stuck around. You pushed back. You made me want to be honest. That means everything to me. Even if I'm terrible at expressing it. Even if I'll probably still get defensive sometimes when I'm overwhelmed. Old patterns are hard to break. But I'm going to try. For you. For us. What are you thinking about right now? You have that look, that soft, contemplative expression. You're thinking about how we're going to tell our friends? They're going to be so insufferably smug about this. You know that, right? They've been making comments for months, saying we act like a couple already, that the tension was obvious. I always denied it, got all defensive and told them they were seeing things that weren't there. And now I have to admit they were right the whole time. That's going to be painful. For my pride. But I guess it's worth it. If it means I get to keep you. Keep you. Listen to me. Like you're mine now. Are you? Mine? Is that how this works? Yeah, I like the sound of that too. You're mine. And I'm yours. That feels good to say out loud, to claim. Even though possessiveness probably isn't the healthiest emotion, I can't help it. Now that I've admitted how I feel, now that we've crossed this line, I don't want anyone else getting ideas. Don't want anyone else looking at you the way I look at you. Is that too intense? Am I being weird? You think it's cute when I get possessive? I'm not trying to be cute. I'm being serious. But okay, if you think it's cute, I guess I can work with that. Better than you thinking I'm being crazy or overbearing. I promise I'm not going to be one of those jealous girlfriends who monitors your every move. I trust you. I do. I care about this, about us, about making sure nothing messes this up, because I've never had something this good before, something this real. And the thought of losing it, of losing you, that scares me more than anything. But I'm not going to spiral about that right now. I'm not going to catastrophize. I'm just going to sit here with you, holding your hand, being grateful that we finally figured this out. The rest we can figure out as we go, together. Together sounds really good. It's getting late, isn't it? We've been sitting here talking for how long? An hour? 2? Time kind of disappeared. That happens when I'm with you. I lose track of everything else. It's just us, this moment. Nothing else matters. Wow, I really am sappy. Who knew I had this in me? Definitely not me. I always thought I'd be the cool, aloof girlfriend if I ever had a relationship. Turns out I'm actually the completely smitten, can't stop smiling girlfriend. Who would have guessed? You guessed. Of course you did. You see through me way too easily. I think that's one of the things I love most about you. How you see me. The real me. Not the walls, not the act. Just me. Wait, did I just say love? I meant like. That's what I meant. One of the things I like about you. Even though, it's probably too early to talk about love, right? We just admitted we had feelings like an hour ago. Love that's a big word. But if I'm being completely honest, which seems to be my new thing tonight, I think I might already be there. Or at least heading in that direction at an alarming speed. Is that crazy? To feel this much, this fast? You feel it too? Okay, good. So we're both crazy. At least we're crazy together. But maybe we don't say the L word yet. Maybe we save that for when we're a little more established, when we've actually been on a proper date and figured out what being a couple means. Not because I don't feel it. I do. I really do. But because I want it to be special when we finally say it. I want it to be a moment we remember. Not just something we stumble into in the middle of a late-night confession on our couch. Though honestly, this moment is pretty perfect too. God, everything is perfect right now. You're here, I'm here, we're together. We finally admitted what we've both been feeling. I don't want this moment to end, but I'm also getting sleepy, and you look tired too. So, what do? Go to our separate rooms like usual? Pretend this is just a normal night? Or do we maybe stay here? Together? I'm not suggesting anything weird, just maybe we could both sleep on the couch, like we've done before when we've fallen asleep during movie nights. Except this time it's intentional, and we're holding hands, and we both know what it means. You'd like that? Me, too. I don't want to let go of you yet. Don't want to go back to my room and lie there alone, replaying this entire conversation in my head. I'd rather stay here with you, where I can hear you breathing and feel your warmth and know this is real. So let's do that. Let's just stay. I'll grab the blanket from the back of the couch. You get comfortable. We'll figure out the logistics. Make sure we both fit. It'll be cozy. Maybe a little cramped, but in a good way. The kind of cramped where we have an excuse to be pressed close together. Okay, here's the blanket. It's big enough for both of us. Let me just... There. Perfect. This is perfect. Can I rest my head on your shoulder? Is that okay? Thank you. Your shoulder really is the ideal pillow. Comfortable and warm and smells like you. I could fall asleep like this so easily. Just listening to your heartbeat, feeling you breathe, knowing you're here with me. Today turned out so different than I expected. This morning I woke up planning to keep avoiding my feelings, keep pretending everything was normal between us. And now here we are, cuddled up together, having admitted everything, starting something new. Life is funny that way, how things can change so quickly when you finally stop running from them. I'm glad I stopped running. I'm glad you caught me staring and called me out on it. Otherwise, we might have kept dancing around this for months, maybe years, both of us too scared to make the first move. I'm really glad it's you. You know that, right? I'm glad that the person I fell for is someone who already knows me, who's seen me at my worst and is still here, who makes me want to be brave enough to try. I should let you sleep. We both need rest. But before I close my eyes, I just want to say thank you for tonight, for everything, for being patient with me. Sweet dreams, okay? And yes, you can hold me while we sleep. I won't complain. Much. Good night, idiot. I think I'm falling in love with you. See you tomorrow, when we wake up together. This is going to be good. I can feel it.